Hello guys, so this is a Agricola game, played on the 17th of January 2019. I'm Damba32, I'm playing with JP, Last92, and New Crush. Sorry, New Crush? New CS Rush. Anyways, I'm gonna call him New Rush. I don't know how to pronounce his name, and I know him in real life, so that's kind of embarrassing. Anyways, we're playing G4, G5, G6, and we're playing the standard format otherwise, so I don't know all these cards. I can say that right off the bat. I'm gonna read Cactus Farmer, and then I'm gonna go over a couple of the good cards in this pile. At any time, when you play a minor improvement with an action that could have allowed you to play a major improvement, you may build one stable for free. When you play this card, you can make a minor or major action. Okay, so that's a decent way to get some stables. If you get a lot of good miners, you can play them on major spots, or when you renovate, and you get a free stable with it. I see Mason here, and I see Child Psychologist. Child Psychologist is basically when other people take family growth, you can pay 2 food to the supply to play an occupation. So you basically get to play occupations from round 6 throughout 10, and you have to draft some mid-game and some late-game cards. I really like Mason. It drives me towards 5 stone rooms. And in this pile, it's also Master Builder, which is the 6 stone room. So I think when you open a pile where Mason is the best card, and you see Master Builder, I think you have to take Mason, and I think you have to. Do it because of Master Builder. So many often comes back, but this is not the strongest pile though. I would guess Child Psychologist will be taken next. I'm gonna pass this to JP. He's gonna take that, and then it's up to the 2 other players to take. Between Magician, Master Builder, Resource Lender, Self-Employee, and Cactus Farmer. Hasty Trader, I don't know, when you convert as many building resources to food as your family members. Okay, I don't think, yeah, it could be that I will get Master Builder back, but it's not a guarantee in this pile. And also, with stronger players, it's more likely that they want to save Master Builder, because with 6 stone rooms, your point ceiling is really nice. Last92 saying Crazy Hand, and JP also with 5 good Occs, so that basically says that Child Psychologist should be a better pick, maybe not a better pick than a possible Mason Master Builder, Master Builder, but when there's good Occs in play, it's nice to take cards that let you play occupations, or reward you for playing a lot of occupations. I'm gonna write down what's in this pile, what I can have on the rebound. I will have Master Builder, I will have Magician, or I will have Cactus Farmer, which basically is stable for minor. And if I don't get any of those, what do I want from this pile? Child Psychologist, obviously, but I'm not gonna get that. So yeah, basically, Child Psychologist is gonna be taken for sure, 100%. And if not, I'm gonna take it. I might even take it over Master Builder, maybe. But that's not gonna be an issue. Child Psychologist is one of the best G4 cards. It's gonna be taken for sure. So the other 2 players are gonna take Master Builder, Magician, or Cactus Farmer. I'm gonna get the 3rd one. So I write that up as my pile 1. And then I can start making plans with the other cards. So let's see pile 2 here. Pile 2 has Scrounger, which is kind of like a 4-wood Occ. If you played early, it's a 4-wood Occ. It basically gives 3 bonus points to all players that has at least 1 of each building resource. And there are 4 building resources, clay, wood, redstone. That basically takes a lot of resources out of the game in the late game. I don't really like that because I have Mason. I want to get to stone, and with people holding on to an extra reed and holding on to an extra stone, it could be that much harder to get to stone. But I see Cloister Dweller, which is a super good card. It's a late game card that gives you 3 to 4 bonus points, and that's always good. And if I get Master builder back and can wind up in 6 stone rooms, then I can actually have 5 points for my cloister dweller. So I will take it for sure. And if I don't get master builder back, I will probably play it and hope for 4 points. So basically, cloister dweller gives you 1 bonus points for each of your 3. I haven't read this in a while. For each of the 5 columns on your farmer, that is either all, yeah. So columns, there are 5 columns. This column here to the left has 2 rooms now. So basically, cloister dweller, if I can build a room on top of my my second room here, where there's an empty farmer space, I will get 1 point for the cloister dweller. So the same goes with if all those, if the entire 3 column, this column is basically 3 farmyard spaces, the one all the way to the right, and if that is all fields, or if it's the same pasture, it will also count for the cloister dweller. Okay, what's in this pile? Master Tanner is basically a free family growth. If I get to slaughter wild boar and cattle, but so that could that's probably not going to be easy for me. Cheapskate. If this is your 3rd occupation, I can pay 1 food to play another occupation and then a minor improvement. So I'm going to write up Cheapskate. But I had 2 late game Occs now. I would really like some early Occs as well. Mountain Plowman is basically whenever I plow, I can get a sheep. Plowman vegetable vendor is quite nice, I think. It basically gives you a vegetable whenever I use the major or minor action space. I will receive a vegetable, and whenever I take a vegetable, I can also play a minor or major. So it gives a lot of vegetables, and vegetables are nice. And also, if I could get Cactus Farmer back, if Master Builder is taken, Vegetable Vendor would be super nice, but I do think that Vegetable Vendor is gonna be taken from this pile, quite sure. And I'm gonna take Cloister Dweller over it. Last card I don't know is Sugar Daddy. Once you live in a stone house, whenever you play an occupation, you receive 1 good of your choice afterward. That could actually be nice, because I will probably be in a stone house, most likely when I play Cloister Dweller, Mason, and Master Builder. So Sugar Daddy is basically a nice card for me. Yeah, Cheapskate, Mountain Plowman, Vegetable Vendor, Sugar Daddy. I do believe these 2, Vendor and Cheapskate, are going to be taken for sure. So I'm most likely going to choose from Sugar Daddy and Scrounger. Ooh, I need to remember Scrounger as well. And if nobody takes Scrounger and there's nothing too cool there, I might take Scrounger myself. 3rd pile. School. Lol, this was a strong one. School lunch lady. Whenever you play an occupation, you get a grain, so that's an early Occ, so that's cool. I will get a lot of grain, and I know that now that I will play a lot of late game Occ, so that's late game grain. I guess that's cool. Chess player. Whenever I take reed, I will get a stone, and whenever I take sheep, I will also get a wild boar. So that's kind of like an early card. Chief's daughter is 3 points for me because I have Mason Cloister Dweller. So I'm not going to take chess player. It's going to be between these 2 cards so far. Commercial baker. Oh, this is a super strong pile. And I'm going to get a good card, most likely back from this. Okay. Wolf. I'm gonna take Wolf most likely. I'm gonna explain Wolf to you guys. You pile 1 clay, 1 wood, and 1 grain on this card. Whenever you receive the good of the same type on the top marker, basically, whenever I receive a grain, I will get the grain from this card, and I will get a wild boar. So this basically gives to you 1 grain, 1 wood, 1 clay, and 3 wild boar, and that's quite nice. And if I basically then can get a cooking hearth, I will have easy feeding with my wild boars, and I will get a clay, a wood, and a grain for it as well. Commercial baker is quite strong. If you see that in the future, you can definitely take that. If you have no, the stone owl is a minor improvement for you. Instead of using an action space, regular action space, you can take a family member and place it on this card, basically your last action in a round, and you will receive 3 grain. So that's basically a free action space only for you, and you will receive grain. Obviously you will give up action spaces for other people, but it's quite nice, I think. But While I've been talking about this pile, I see that I'm most likely, if somebody takes one of these cards, I will get two of these cards back. If I take Wolf, I will get one of these three cards back. I doubt it, but it could happen. And if that happens, then I will play a lot of occupations, because I will probably play Master Builder. I will probably play Cheapskate, Sugar Daddy. I'm gonna play Sugar Daddy if it comes back to me, or Vegetable Vendor. So there's a lot of good occupations. I really think I should take the weaker School Lunch Lady. They're quite evenly matched, but School Lunch Lady will be something I can play early, and it will pay me out grain whenever I play an occupation. I think I'm gonna take that over Wolf, but Wolf is a better card. But just because it's such a strong pile of occupations, and I haven't seen JP's yet, and he also, I believe, said that it was some nice Ox in his pile, so I think I'm gonna get a good card from this pile as well. And this is that pile, and yeah, it is some good cards. Engineer, you get a food whenever you play an improvement, and if it has a stone cost, you will get 2 food. Haberdasher, which could go very well for me, is a card that gives you a grain when you play it, and instead of the bake bread action, you can play a minor improvement. That is not too huge. You can basically sow and play a minor improvement, but you can also bake when you play a minor improvement, instead of playing a minor improvement. So you can basically take starting player bake, or you can take family growth and bake. And together with School Lunch Lady, I think that's a good combo. It makes me really easy feeding, and that could be cool. But I see another combo card for my hand, and that's Cattle Dealer. Cattle Dealer says that if I make a pasture with 3 farmyard spaces on it, I can pay 1 reed to receive 2 cattle. So basically, on my farm all the way to the right here, if I can make this 3 columns all the way to the right with 1 big pasture, that's basically 8 wood, and then I can make another pasture of the same format with basically 3 farmyard spaces. So that's 2 pastures with 3 spaces on each. I would get 4 cattle for that. And with my 6 stone rooms, that could be 6 stone rooms, I only need 3 fields. And with this, I really would like Haberdasher here, but I'm gonna take Cattle Dealer because it's such a nice combo card for me. And that basically means that JP is gonna get Engineer on his 5th pick, and that is just insanely strong. This card into I don't know how to pronounce all these cards. You guys see what it's called. Once you have a stone house, and at most per round you may receive double the amount of goods and or food on an accumulation space. So that's good. I'm not gonna go super early to stone because I want to build 2 rooms and then run out to stone. But it could definitely be a good card for him. But I think with Cloister Dweller, I think Cattle Dealer is the no-brainer choice. I could take Engineer, but I want to take Cattle Dealer instead. And Master Builder came back, so I guess I have to take that. Magician, don't really want to go on the traveling player space to get grain when I can just play an occupation to get grain. Master Builder is nice. Now in the next piles, I really want something that can let me. Yeah, here we go. Lol. Oh. I was thinking maybe something I can play early, because Cloister Dweller is late, Mason is late, Master Builder is late, Cattle Dealer is semi-late, and something I can play a little bit earlier. Sugar Daddy. I live in a stone house. Whenever I play an occupation, I will receive a good of my choice afterward. So basically, School Lunch Lady will give me a grain whenever I play an occupation, and Sugar Daddy will give me a vegetable or a cattle or a wild boar, because Cattle Dealer will get me cattle. So I really want to take Sugar Daddy. Is there any reason not to do it? Because if I take Sugar Daddy, I have nothing to play early. That's kind of weird. Okay, I take Sugar Daddy just because it's such a cool card, and it goes good with my School Lunch Lady. Oh, I hope I don't stumble into 2. And Chief's Daughter came back. Lol. 3 points. Should I go for the points here and just take Chief's Daughter, or should I go for something that I can use early? Chess player, when I take read, I will receive a stone. It will let me build stone house easier. If I stumble into a 3 arc minor improvement, like I don't know, like Goose Pond, I will play School Lunch Lady early, and I don't have anything else that I really want to play early. So it's gonna be, I have to like put Cattle Dealer out there, and I don't want to announce my first pick Mason with like an early play just to play it early. So should I take Chief's Daughter? Sugar Daddy says yes, I should, because Sugar Daddy says when you play occupations, when you have a stone house, you will get a good of your choice. So that basically means I should take more late game Occs. Chess player, however, will give me easy feeding with taking like 2 sheep and a wild boar. That's quite easy feeding in a cooking hearth. And also I will get like 2 reed and a stone. That's gonna be nice as well. The old me would say chess player for sure. And also this is Magnus Carlsen from Norway, and I'm a Norwegian guy, so I should really take him. But I'm gonna go with the point ceiling and just have a tremendous amount of points and play late game Occs all day long with my Chief's Daughter. That's gonna be my 7th pick, and hopefully I will not get stuff like Turnip Field, which is a really nice card and one of my favorite miners. I guess you guys know it. Turnip Field, when you play the card, you get a sow action. And with my grain from School Lunch Lady and or a vegetable from Sugar Daddy, I think that's a really nice card. I really should consider taking it. But let's see what's here otherwise. Yeah, I'm not going to take these. I'm not going to take Flea Market, Bonus Room, no. Crop Rotation Field, Watermill, no. It's the worst card in Agricola. It's basically these 3 here. I'm not gonna have set up for carpet, so it's basically only these 4 cards that I want, and I doubt I will get 2 of them. I will for sure get 1 of them. Coffee break is super nice for me. I pay a clay and I will get 5 food, and I can get those 5 food quite early. If I grab like 4 clay, I will have enough clay for coffee break and to play clay oven. And School Lunch Lady will give me grain whenever I play occupations, so I will get a lot of grain from my clay oven, so that's good. And coffee break will give me 1 clay, a point for that clay, and 5 food, and it's not going to be a hassle. Crop Rotation Field, whenever I sow, I can sow on this card as it over a field. Whenever I remove the last grain from the card, can immediately re-sow it with the vegetable, and vice versa. So that's quite cool. It doesn't have a point on it, so it's going to be between these 2 cards. Turnip Field and Coffee Break. A free sow action on a starting player action. That's quite nice. Coffee Break. Coffee Break really fits my hand though. Should I take the card that fits my hand better, or should I take Turnip Field? This is some of the questions in Agricola. Also, there's Slapdash Renovation. With my stone strategy, I want to go to stone. Slapdash is good for me because I know I'm going to renovate twice, so basically I can get to jump back to my home twice, and I can even renovate from wood to stone in the same playing round, so that's good. But I'm gonna take, I would say Slapdash Renovation fits my strategy the best, then Coffee Break, and Turnip Field the least, but I do have some crop support, so okay, I'm gonna take the strongest card, and also because I also have crop support, I would really like one of these back. If I get Coffee Break or Slapdash Renovation back, I'm gonna be happy. Okay, next little thing here, next little pile. Oh lol, bounty. Whenever I play a card with a bonus point symbol, I may pay a food for a vegetable, and I have. Okay, I don't have that many. I have 2 occupations with bonus point symbols on them. Jacob Sticks lets me double breed all my... Not double breed, it basically gives... Instead of... if I had 10 sheep, I will normally get 1 sheep in harvest. With 10 sheep, I will basically get 5 offspring, so my sheep will go from 10 to 15 with Jacob Sticks. I think there's some combos out there that can make Jacob Sticks really out of control. I don't have them. I don't have any points for cattle, and I wish I had like a milking stool now. Then I would take Jacob sticks and really fence early with cattle dealer and get a lot of cattle. Anyways, I really don't want to take these 3 occupation miners if I don't have to, because I don't have any early occupations to play. I have a school lunch lady, and that's about it early. Bouncy could be okay, get some vegetables late, but I think Private Forest is the card for me. I can play it round 1 or round 2. It gives me a lot of wood, and gives me something good to do stage 1, because I don't want to play too many occupations. I want to play school lunch lady and maybe cattle dealer, and then hold off on occupations. The rebound from this pile, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind Bounty. I wouldn't mind Canoe Eater. I kind of like Canoe with the Basket Maker's Workshop. I can have like a easy food engine with that, and also my grain coming in from School Lunch Lady. Okay, next pile, Collar and Chain. It's kind of like the AI, one of the cards from AIK. I believe it's called Animal Yard. Animal Yard lets you hold 2 animals on the card. This one also lets you hold 2 animals on the card, but it costs a stone instead of I think it's 2 wood. But it has a point for a stone, and it has a decent effect. It can hold two animals, and I'm not gonna play a lot of occupations early. Henceforth, I will get more tempo to be able to grab clay and build fireplace, and maybe instead of grabbing four sheep and eating 3 and have 1 in my home, I can grab 4, eat 2, and put 2 on collar and chain and let them breed. So that's basically a really good card for me. Liquid Manure is going to be good for me on the rebound, because I'm going to have cattle late, and then I can play Turnip Field for a better sow action with Liquid Manure out. Dolly's Mother is also nice actually for me. And Akawit is quite nice, but I think Akawit could come around because I don't think people recognize how good it is. It's not super strong, but it's strong. It's like when you play the card, you receive 4 food. So when you play a free card that requires 2 occupations, you get 4 food. But you also get a begging card, and you can pay that begging card off with 3 food during the game. So that basically gives you a lot of tempo in like stage 2 when you've played 2 occupations, and you can like take family growth and build a room, and maybe some people like are speculating, oh, he doesn't have enough food, but then you can take family growth and get 4 food on the family growth action, so that's quite nice. I'm gonna take Collar and Chain though. Lets me focus on with Private Forest. I can if I can play Private Forest and I can't play it in round 1, I can play it in round 2. Then I will get probably 4 clay in round 3, and I can use that clay to buy fireplace and or cooking earth, and that could be nice for me. Cards I don't mind getting back from this pile: Flagon is okay, Liquid Manure is okay, Crib is okay, Aquid is okay, Dolly's Mother is okay. Any of these 5 cards I can work with, no problem. Breakfast Outdoors, probably not, but maybe could do something with that. Okay, 4th pick. Empty Field, Pig Wallow. I can fence, but it doesn't go with my Cloister Dweller, because I can't have a small pasture there with that one. No unused spaces on farm. A free point. A card with no cost and a free point. This card is 2 unused farm spaces. Is 2 unused space for you. This card is 2 unused space for you. Okay, need some rewording. That cannot fence. On this card, a room can contain 2 family members. Field can stack 2 more crops, and a stable can hold 2 more animals. Not the worst card in the world, but doesn't really fit my strategy. However, I guess I don't get minus points for the fields. How does this combo with Cloister Builder? Probably Cloister Builder just ignores this. I mean, if it's a free point late game, no unused spaces in farm. So basically I have to use all my spaces, then play that card. Okay. Blah blah blah. Glassblower Shop, not gonna have clay support for that. Gypsy's Crook could be okay. I could be eating vegetable late because my sugar daddy And also I could eat animals late because my sugar daddy can give me probably um, vegetables or cattle. But could I take kitchen table here? Because then I can save up some. I can save up a bake bread action, and it's a free miner that I can play during stage 1 and 2. It does give me some flexibility when it comes to baking bread. It's not the strongest card, but I mean 2 clay for a point. Nothing of this is really strong, and nothing really fits my strategy, I feel. Kindling, I'm not gonna do. Yeah, I don't need kindling. I think I'm gonna get a fireplace or a major improvement, or a cooking hearth, no matter what. Cooking stove could be like a point late game if I don't need my fireplace anymore. You know what? I'm gonna take kitchen table just to have relaxed feeding in the later stages if I can, and yeah. And my first pile came back, and if you are a keen observer, which I hope you are gonna notice that the 2 cards I was talking about, they both came back. So that basically says, should I take coffee break, which is a clay for a point, which goes really well with my early strategy. Don't play any occupations early. Maybe school lunch lady, maybe not. And I can basically play school lunch lady early, grab some clay, play coffee break, and get all the 5 food before I start playing occupations again. Slapdash Reno makes me go from wood to stone in 1 action, or at least it gives me 2 more actions in a round. And I have good actions to play late because I'm gonna Reno late. I'm gonna Reno probably like round 10, 11, 12. And my late game Occs are so good. So and I have very good setup to play occupations late, which is school lunch lady and sugar daddy. So I think Slapdash is the best card for me. And I have early stuff to play now. I have kitchen table, I have color and chain, I have private forest. So because coffee break is a good card because you can play it so early as well. So we're gonna take Slapdash here. But I would not mind returning my kitchen table for the coffee break. I would not be upset if that was the case. On this pick, let's look at my wood costs here on my miners. Basically, I have I like this. All my miners have total 0 wood costs. My miners are though lacking one thing. They're lacking a lot of points. I have 1 point on color and chain and 1 on turnip field. So I would like a point on this card. And canoe is 2 wood for a point, and I'm gonna have enough wood because of my private forest. So wood is not gonna be the biggest problem for me, I believe. Yes, I'm gonna take this. I really believe that Badger should have a point. It's a clay for maybe getting some food here and there, and it could be a lot of food for your opponents. If Badger had a point, I think it would be a higher power rating, and it would be played a lot more. But I'm gonna take canoe. Maybe if I miss some reed late game, I can use it to grab some reed. And this was the pile where Akawit was in, I believe. And Akawit is not present. Flagon is okay. A clay for 4 food, or crib 2 wood for 6 food. Crib will basically give me 2 wood for 6 food, or I will get like 4 food, and I can pay 2 food later for with my last family growth. I can play 2 food for a victory point. Breakfast outdoors. I do have some grain support and vegetable support. I get 1 food per harvest for 2 grain or a vegetable. Oh, but I'm not gonna be sowing early. And I want to take Flagon. I wouldn't take Flagon. Flagon is 4 food, and that could come in handy. And I'm second player. I'm hoping for Reedstone food, I guess. I want to take Reedstone food whenever I can. And I will be able, because this guy here is playing a very good card, by the way, Morning Trader, one of the best G4 cards. Whenever you take a grain, you may elect to take the grain space, same goes for the vegetable space. You may elect to take the grain space with your first action. Then that person will jump back home, and you will get the grain, and you will take the full action, and then it's your turn again. So you basically get a free action, which is to take a grain, and that's quite good. Reedstone food for me. Reedstone food, and my turn. On my second action, I wouldn't mind playing private forests. I would not mind playing private forest at all. I would not mind 2 clay either because of my intention to get a fireplace during the game, but it's not a big deal if I don't get 2 clay, and maybe I should ignore 2 clay and just play private forest. It's probably the best play. It's my turn again. New Rush did 2 woods. Should I take 2 clay and get that fireplace, and maybe even, or should I just? I should just play private forest. Private forest for 2 food. Get on Reedstone food. I really like that start, by the way. -2 food, and I place wood. Probably this corner I am, and place 1 wood on each. Even numbered round space. I'm just gonna take my round 2 wood right away. So I like this opening. Reedstone food, play private forest, and take Reedstone food again. Or if I'm keen to read, but in this case I'm gonna go Reedstone food because of my hunger for stone with my renovation stuff. Well, I have to renovate, but I have to get the stone because of my mason. And but then again, 2 read is nice because then I will get easier access to 4 read because I want to build 2 rooms also. Maybe I should do that actually. Take two read and take 2 read and some wood from the table, and then in round 3 take some food instead of yeah. If I take read some food, I have less pressure for food. But if I take 2 read now, I didn't see too much read replacers in the draft. I don't even remember if I saw anything. I'm gonna take 2 read actually. This is not my normal play, but because I have Mason, I really want to build 2 rooms, and with this grab, I will most likely upset the other players when it comes to getting their 2 read together in order to build the first room. And New Rush, if he's gonna take 1 grain with his first action, I'm gonna be sure to get a good action with my second action, and that basically means 4 clay, Reedstone food, free occupation, or 3 wood, or the expensive occupation. But I'm probably not gonna do the expensive occupation. I want 4 clay, then 3 wood, and then free occupation. But 4 clay was just taken, and looks to me that I can get the option. I'm betting he's gonna take, yeah, he just morning traded, and I'm gonna take 3 wood. Why wouldn't I do that? I don't know why I wouldn't, but I am gonna take 3 wood. So now I'm up to 4 wood and 3 reed. I'm leading the first room race by quite a bit, and JP just plays his second occupation. And let's see what he plays. He plays Field Watchman. Lol. He plays Field Watchman. That's quite strong. I'm dreaming about getting the Field Watchman and Morning Trader combo. You can basically go to take 1 grain with your first action, get a grain and a field, and jump back home. That would be insane. Okay, so what happened here? I think yeah, he plays flower pots. Last 92, he plays flower pots. It costs clay, and it gives you a vegetable in round 8. You have to play it before round 6. It also gives you points. Quite a nice card from the WM deck. Yeah, it combos with Market Woman. If you have Market Woman played before round 8, you will get 2 grain when you pick up that vegetable as well. So basically, there's a lot of grain thing here. Field Watchman, obviously. Field Watchman and Engineer as the 5th pick. That's insane. Engineer is a lot of the time a first pick in a game. So to get that as your 5th pick is quite insane, I believe. This round, I would not mind 3 wood and 3 food. Yeah, and other people as well want the ovens. Maybe I should rely on cooking hearth here and eat animals and later cattle and vegetable from my sugar daddy. Ooh, I get 4 wood because of morning trader. Obviously, no, he didn't morning trade. He took 3 clay. Lol. I would take a morning trader there. I would take 1 grain with the morning trader there for sure, instead of 3 clay. 3 clay is not good enough. But when he plays like this, oh yeah, he has morning. Yeah, his bargaining baker. He wants to secure that clay oven. Maybe he got a little scared because of JP played Field Watchman and are probably gonna rake in a lot of grain. Yeah, JP takes starting player Akavit. He has 2 occupations out, so he lets him take that. He will get 1 food from the engineer and 4 food from the Akavit and a beggar card, as you see here. He can pay that beggar card off at any time. Yeah. With my private forest, I really see that that Akavit could have been a good card for me, I must say. What can I expect to get back here? Will New Rush play Clay Oven here? I would think so. I would think he would go to Major, Minor, play Clay Oven, bake, and then be able to morning trade next round without having to worry about his feeding issues, and he does. He plays Clay Oven on the Major. And now it's my turn before... and I'm last player next round. It's my turn. I really want 3 wood, and then I can next round take like a Redstone food, or even starting player... no, I can't take starting player canoe. I don't have any played occupations. I'm gonna have to take 3 food here. Gonna take fishing, and I have 5 food. I'm not gonna be able to build first because because of that 3 food grab, I'm gonna be able to build first if I want, because Lass will then probably grab Redstone food with his first action, and then he can build rooms. But I'm not too worried about the room situation. Maybe I'm gonna scrounge up. Ooh, it didn't. It can take Redstone food, but Lass obviously can take 2 reed. My dream action would be to take 2 reed and then 3 wood. 4 food is also very nice for me. 4 clay, I don't mind that either, but not as my first action, as my second action. But now you see JP is on his way to his first room. He has 3 wood, 2 reed. Kimball saying Field Watchman doesn't need ovens. Yeah, and he's quite right actually. Field Watchman normally gets so much grain that you are better off sometimes baking in a cooking hearth. And lol, I was debating with myself. I didn't mention it, but I knew Magician was out there, and now there's another way to get grain. So basically, JP can get grain from Field Watchman. Lass can get grain from Magician. New Rush. I'm just gonna call him that. New Rush gets grain from his morning trader and bargaining baker, and I get are gonna get grain in the future from my school lunch lady. Everybody has a way to get grain. Ooh, I get a private forest wood, and also I'm kind of tempted to take. I wish I could play like a minor improvement that gave me a wood now. What should I do here? Long-term feeding. Long-term feeding. JP is quite close to building the well, so he's probably gonna do that in stage 2. That means he's gonna get 2 food from his engineer, 5 food from the well. Then I can play flagon with a minor improvement action on a family growth or starting player action. So, because I'm really debating 4 food, 4 clay, or 2 reed here. 2 reed is gonna put me in the driver's seat to get 2 early rooms, and I'm gonna take 2 reeds. And then I'm gonna hope for maybe a starting player action from New Rush, because maybe he can starting player 6 wood, and if he does, I can grab wood. If it looks like it's gonna be like that, yeah, JP saying and I understand him, because it was kind of weird of me not taking 4 food, because he wants to basically deny last 92 the insane 5 food and 1 grain with his last action magician. I understand him, and I don't really have a lot of food. I don't have any food incoming. I only have 5 food showing. And he takes clay. So clay's out of the picture. New Rush is gonna for sure take the trialing players action. And maybe this is a blessing in disguise for me, because now the other players are gonna have so much food that maybe I can do fishing action round 7 with 4 food, because JP's not gonna need food. Last is most likely gonna take TP instead, and New Rush is just gonna morning trade and build some ovens maybe, and bake, and maybe even bacon. So if he doesn't take 3 wood now, yeah, he takes wood. So if he hadn't taken 3 wood there, I would do an insane play. I would take 2 wood, and I would let him basically do starting player with his last action in order to basically let me be the second player. I would not mind that. Yeah, JP is saying if it's round 5 family growth, then GG to Damba. What he means by that is basically I'm the only one that can build, unless New Rush has some weird play he can do on starting player to get read. So if family growth is round 5, it's basically a family growth. Whoa. This doesn't happen too many times. I can now basically build with my first action. I can take family growth with my second action. And I can get guaranteed family growth next round again. I will be scrounging a little bit for food, but not too much. Not gonna be. So this is basically because my private forest play with my redstone food, then private forest, then 2 reed. Oh, he plays lol. He builds 2 stables. Oh my god. Lol. Okay. Yeah, I should take starting player here. And I should play kitchen table, I guess. To board, to hand. I'm gonna play collar and chain. And he has to take his sheep now instead of later. then I can actually get the option to take 2 sheep. Okay. Okay, people are playing occupations. Let's regroup here. I can
Still basically do the same thing. I will be starting player next round. I can build 2 rooms and I can take family growth. Defense action. Okay, what does New Rush do now? I mean, he does the morning trade, he plows the field instead. He doesn't. Oh, should I really take the animals? Oh, I have to feed for. What do I want to play on? What do I want to play on minor improvement actions? Because I have 2 minor improvement actions to play. I can basically
play kitchen table on my first, and then my second grab clay. If I do that, I will have little food. So if I can grab clay and then build fireplace, this 2 sheep can come in handy. So I'm gonna take 2 sheep. Yeah, and new rounds, and I'll pick up wood, and I build 2 rooms. I'm gonna build 2 rooms like this, just to upset people and make them wonder, because I'm most likely gonna build 6 rooms. So I'm gonna pay for all. I will pay 10 wood for reeds. I will end my turn. My next round will be, my next action will be family growth, and the big question is, can I family growth in round 7, because I basically don't have any food. And now maybe I will get saved from my observations from my observation earlier. New Rush has food. He's probably gonna do some sewing, stuff like that. Les has food, and JP has food. So I might get three food traveling players, or I might even get 4 food there, because next round I'm gonna have 3 actions, and I have 1 food. I want clay. If I can get 6 clay, that would be amazing, because I'm probably not gonna get it. But if I get 6 clay, it's gonna be amazing, because then I can reno fireplace and I'm safe. If I grab clay and improvement are blocked, I'm gonna be very upset, because then I might get a lot of beggars. We'll see here. Now I have to do kitchen table, because I don't have any else to play. And we're just gonna have to hope that I can sort out my feeding. My feeding is not in the bag. So this is basically the traveling prayers thing in round 4. I opted to do another thing. I don't remember now, but it had something to do with my 2 rooms. Basically, I wanted to get my resources together for my double build, and I didn't take traveling players. If I'd taken traveling players, I would have 5 food now. I would only have 1 room, but I would basically be on an easy street for playing family growth. And yeah, we'll see where this leads in the next round. I'm still starting player, however. That is a big factor, because if nobody takes starting player, and Les might take yeah, he takes traveling players. Not the best thing for me, because if new rush now takes starting player, or I don't know, or takes 3 wood, 3 food or something, then it's just gonna be horrible for me. But then I do have the option to take 6 clay though. We'll see what happens. He adds a lot of food. He basically sows and bakes, and we'll see what he does with his second action. He plays an occupation. He plays. What does he play? Should I know this? No, I don't know what he's gonna play. Yeah, vegetable vendor. A lot of strong. Ooh, vegetable vendor. That's not a good card for me. Uh-oh. Vegetable vendor basically says whenever he plays a minor or major improvement, he will get a vegetable. So he's gonna go on the vegetable space. He plays with delivery man. Okay, cool. So it's my turn. I have 3 family members. I need to feed 6 food after this round. If I take 4 food now, I will be able to feed, because then I can. But if I take clay, I can play. I'm gonna take clay. With my first action. He can build, so if he builds, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna take clay with my first action, because it lets me renovate and play fireplace. Basically, it also lets me, if that's out of the option, it also lets me play flagon, and JP might build the well before it's my turn. I'm gonna take a short break, and I'll come right back. Ikke mye, jeg sitter bare og spiller Agricola, så skal bare spille ferdig og så lage mat. Can I survive with that? Minor or major? I'm gonna take 4 food here, and take family growth next round. And then hopefully I will get renovation, and hopefully I will get renovation, and oh yeah, because he cannot feed. He doesn't have food. Lol. Not only doesn't he have food, but ooh, can you just buy the well, please? If he buys the well here, JP, because he doesn't have food, he needs basically 1 food, or he eats a raw grain, which he could, but he can't take family growth, because then he's gonna get a beggar. And he goes family growth. Okay, and he plays pig wallow. And that's interesting. Yeah, so yeah, he gets a food from engineer, and he gets a food from engineer. And does he get anything from vegetable vendor? Whenever you use a major or minor improvement action space, you receive a vegetable. Whenever you use the take 1 vegetable space, yeah. So he does not get a vegetable from that, but he oh, 5 food. I need food as well this round. I can't. Um, okay. Okay, I see what New Rush is trying to do. He's trying to play that G4 G5 card that lets you have a family growth when you have one of each thing. Let's do this though. Let's renovate and build a fireplace. Announce and eat a sheep. Too bad though. My sheep is not going to. My sheep is not going to breed. That's a shame. But there are 3 sheep next round, and I have 3. And I have 3 sheep. No, I have 3 peeps. I have 3 peeps. There's 5 wood on the board. There's 5 clay. Remove and remove. Begin turn. Should I take family growth? No, nobody can take it. Should I take animals? Yes, I should, because people can take that, and that's my feeding basically. So that's my first action, to take animals. My second action, if nobody builds, which they probably will, I will take clay, and then I can build a flagon. But most likely it's gonna be that Lass builds a room with his first action, and then I have to take family growth with my second action, and I can play absolutely nothing. So they're asking about my food. I don't know if New Rush realized that I actually took sheep this round. I just explained that to him. And yeah, I just have to play occupation here. No, play family growth with no miner. That's a shame. But I really wanted to renovate when I did the fireplace and just, gain an action there. Ja. Sett på en håndballkampgreie. Det klarer du vel selv. Hvilken kanal er det? I'll try to finne ut det først da. Okay, I have a lot of actions from next round. I have okay feeding, not too many issues. I really want to take redstone food and 3 stone. Take some clay and take some clay because of flagon and slapdash reno. And yeah, I have slapdash reno and I have renoed already, so that's a bad thing. Maybe slapdash reno is out the window because of my so many actions that I gained. We'll see. Peanut butter factory. During the feed phase, you may use the peanut butter factory to convert almost 1 clay and 1 grain to 5 food and a bonus point. So that's good when you have a solid grain combo. I think I should take 5 clay here, just because it's cool. Yeah, just because that lets me play. Yeah, it lets me. It lets me play. Yeah, and he did play that G5 card that I was talking about. I thought it was G4. You can take family growth without room once during game if you have all the animal types, and he does. And he has 2 rooms. He has 2 grain fields. He has a cool setup, but I think the intention of that card is basically build your 3rd room or your 1st room, take your family growth, and then use that as your 4th or 5th family growth action. But nice to see people do other stuff. I doubt that New Rush has played too much with G4 G5, and he has seen a combo here with the 10 farmer in that card, and I think that's cool. And yeah, cool. So next round, I'm really hoping that the well will get bought, but no such luck, because Phil Watchman or JP just built the stone oven instead, so there's not going to be a well built the next round, so that is not going to be easy feeding for me. But I have 2 sheep, but so basically I have 9 food now, and yeah, I wouldn't mind putting those sheep to breed. That would be nice for me. I think maybe I go 5 reeds on food, and building the Basket Maker's Workshop. Oh. Put me on raid stuff here, I guess. Yeah. So what I did there, I started my turn and I ended it before I could actually place my person. I didn't see or feel any response from the game, so I thought I had to click one more time. That actually ended my turn. So what basically just happened is that I think JP just put a guest marker on the redstone food, so basically saying that's occupied, because this yellow peep here next to the clay oven, he basically is on that space, so the other players can't take it. A lot of reed was taken by JP, so that plan is out the window. I'm on redstone food, so I'm grabbing redstone food, sending farm, and what do I want? I wanted the 3 stone. That's what I really wanted. I'm not going to be able to get that. And bakehouse, basically a big baking machine, and that also means that the clay oven is free. Can I buy the clay oven? That's school lunch lady. I want to take. I want to play school lunch lady here. Nobody can build a clay oven, so I might build a clay oven actually. I might build a clay oven. That's an interesting option for me. Next round, New Rush don't have to. He doesn't have to take family growth on his first action. What is left for me then? 2 wild boar could be nice. 2 wild boar could be nice. So he basically will walk into 6 clay. Maybe I just play my second occupation at this time. I'm gonna do cattle litter Shouldn't I? Yeah, I should probably do cattle dealer at some point. I'm gonna do cattle dealer here. Get a grain and minus the food. And ending my turn. And now I can buy on the major minor. I can buy the clay oven if it comes around to me, but it doesn't because JP has engineer and he also has the vegetable vendor, so he's gonna do something with that, and he's gonna buy the fireplace for 3 clay, and he's gonna get a vegetable and a food for it. So that makes sense. But that just puts me even in a more secure position for clay oven next round, so doesn't really matter that much. I wish there was some. I wish a new rush would have to take family growth with his first action next round, but basically the actions that are there for me are, because now I can take 3 food and I don't have to. I can take 3 food from the traveling players, and then I can breed a sheep, then I have more food. Or I could take 3 wood, but if I can get 6 wood next round, which I'm probably not gonna get, or could I? Because he has 12 wood. It's not 100% sure that he's gonna take. I'm gonna take. You know what? I'm gonna take 3 food, and I'm gonna eat 2 food, and I'm gonna breed a sheep. And the worst thing that can happen is that I can get the option of 2 wild boars or 6 wood or 6 clay. Clay I really don't need that much. I need a clay. I need 3 clay for the clay oven. I need a clay for flagon, which is not gonna. Doesn't seem to be played the well super early, so that's gonna be late game. Late game that I'm gonna get the 4 food from that. But if I get 6 wood here, obviously I will not, because he will most likely take wood. Let's see what he does. But he has the wood delivery man, and he has already 12 wood, so he's gonna pick up his 13th wood. Is he really gonna take 6 wood from the board? We'll see. He is not. He took morning trader, so that was an observation for me that actually happened, and now I can fence, and I can take 2 cattle with my fences. That's very good news. Oh, plus 1 wood, private forest, round 10. So I basically have 10 wood. Just want to show everybody that. And I'm gonna send my farm. That's the way to update my farm for everyone else, and they can see what I'm doing. JP, I hope he's gonna build a room now, because then a new rush has to take family growth with his next move. That also means that I can get a better action with my move. But it's not to be. JP does 6 clay, which is also a very good action when you don't have to build because nobody else can. And how's the stone situation? The stone situation is that I need stone. I don't have any stone at the table. There's redstone food, obviously. How much wood do I need to do the super big fence thing? 10 to 13 wood. So basically I need 3 more wood. I will get a wood in round 12. I wish there was 3 wood on the table right now. There's not, so I'm not gonna rush that. I'm just gonna take redstone food, just quiet like, all quiet like. He can't build a clay oven yet. I don't know if I'm gonna build a clay oven, but redstone food. And now I have 2 reeds, so maybe if I can get 3 wood next round, then I can fence 13 and buy 2 cattle. That's an option for me. That's a very good action, if you ask me. 2 stables. When you play this card, you receive 2 food. From now, the joinery is a minor improvement for you and cost you nothing. Cool card. Cool card. Not the best card, but definitely a cool fan-made card. It's obviously a resemblance of the ceramics, I believe it's called, from the AIK set, where pottery is a minor improvement to you, and it's free, and it also requires some setup time, which is which basically is oh, and he does it on. Well, yeah, nobody built because now JP built, so we can take family growth with his next action. But yeah, so we can basically take family growth with a major joinery, so that's good for him. I'm removing this wood here. And I'm beginning my turn. This is my second to last action. Clay oven. Should I do clay oven here? Or should I just do the well and feed off animals? Or should I do that? Hasty trader. You may convert as many building resources to food as family members, blah blah blah. Nice for you. You know what? I'm gonna just build the well. No, I can't build a well because then it's not gonna be possible for me to. Then it's not gonna be possible for me to run out of stone early enough. So it's not gonna happen. So I have to do this. I have to bake a grain. 6 food. I'm baking to 5 food. I have 6 food total. Bake 1 sheep. So I bake a grain. I have one option. I have one people left in this round, and I can play an occupation. What can I play that basically tells? What can I play? What can I play? I can play Sugar Daddy, I guess. Sugar Daddy, I can play. If I get 2 stone next round, I can basically reno, but then I'm 1 reed short for getting the double cattle when I fence. Maybe I do redstone food round 11 and redstone food round 12, fence round 12 and renovate round 12, play mason, get family growth. Maybe we'll see. Maybe Sugar Daddy is the card to play here. I really want a cooking hearth also in the future. I'll play Sugar Daddy for 1. Then I'm at least up to 3. I will also pick up another grain from my school lunch lady, and just want to read Sugar Daddy one more time. Once I live in a stone house, whenever I play an occupation, including this one, I will issue 1 good of my choice afterward. And now I have enough. I have 2 clay, so that basically means I have 1. If I can pick up 3. No, I can't pick up 3 stone because it's only going to be 2 stone next round. I can't play. I was debating on if I could play. What's it called? Slapdash Reno with this action, but it doesn't seem to me that I can. I'm gonna do this and hope that I can just get Reno. What if I do this? Take 2 stone. Take 2 stone, and then I can Reno, and if JP blocks it, he blocks it, which he probably is gonna do. Yeah, and it does. He renovates, and but then I have other options. I could take 3 wood. I could then fence. Then I can take redstone food 1 more time, and then I have enough stone to play Slapdash Reno, and I can gain another action with that, and yeah, good times. And I could even here plow. Yeah, we'll see where this leads to. I basically want to build 4 occupations during the rest of the game. I have 3 miners I want to play, but we'll see where this takes me. Take grain. Whose turn is it? JP. He's taking grain instead of renovating, so that's good. Then I have the option of renovating, and I guess I have to renovate, and then I can play. Then I can play Mason, and I have family growth next round, and then I also get a vegetable for that, so that's good, or a cattle if I want that. Can I get breeding cattle this turn? If I eat 2 sheep, then I have 9 food. Almost breeding cattle if I can play 2 occupations, that is. We'll see where this takes me. No, because I can't take reasonable food this round, so and obviously JP also can still renovate, so I just think we have to renovate. Stone, pay for all, play and improvements, and I guess I'm playing Cooking Hearth. I'm guessing I'm playing Cooking Hearth. Yeah, I am. 2 board, fireplace, announce, and ending my turn. Ending my turn. And now I'm in stone, so that basically means that if Les won't basically looks to me that I will get a family growth next round, and on that family growth I can play Flagon, and Slapdash Rhino is now out the window. I'm already on stone. I basically overlooked Slapdash Rhino earlier when I got that 6 clay grab and took Rhino Fireplace, but it's not really. I'm not really sad that I did it. Actually, it's not a big thing. But I also need 13 woods. I need 3 woods. I wouldn't mind 3. I want to play Mason this round. Okay, I want to play Mason this round. I wouldn't mind 3 sheep or 3 wood as my second action. Sorry, I had to leave. I had too much work to play a game. Network go down. Okay, Narrows was talking. We tried. Here we go. And should I now play an occupation, which is Mason? And when I play Mason, I basically can get cattle, which then I can slaughter the 3 sheep. Then I will have 11 food. I'm gonna play Mason. It don't matter to me what I'm gonna do with my second action. I'm basically gonna play Mason. Gonna play Mason plus 1 grain plus. I'm gonna take Wedgie. Because Wedgie grain. Zoom in. Once I live in a playhouse, when I play an occupation, I receive 1 good of your choice afterwards. Yeah, I guess a Wedgie is good enough. If I can take 3 wood with my second action, that's gonna be good. Mineral mixer, JP plays. JP takes starting player, I'm guessing. No, obviously family growth. Obviously, and that basically means that my family growth next round is secured. And what do I want to play on that family growth? Yeah, it's gonna be Flagon. It's gonna be Flagon, but then it's gonna be Flagon. Cactus Farmer. Yeah, okay, so Cactus Farmer basically means that I cannot play bonus room. Oh lol, he jumped the FGQ plus B. How is he doing this? He's doing it on occupation, probably? No. Oh lol, he just jumped. I'm not sure what happened here. Oh no, it's sorry. I thought Les was taking occupation when a player went on family growth, but it was of course JP that had that card. So basically, Cactus Farmer says anytime you play a minor improvement, you can play a stable for free, and you can play a minor improvement, and he did. He played a minor improvement called this one here, and he now has a room for a second family member. So I basically have to take family growth with my first action. And I was debating on taking. I guess I'm taking 3 wood and eating sheep. Taking this basically puts me on. Yes. this. And New Rush is going to have the first action next round. That's going to be Plow and Sow, or Family Growth without room for him, and it's Plow and Sow, which I'm thinking I was thinking he was going to take it, but he didn't. He took two cattle instead. And I'm playing Flagon, which basically is 4 food sometime during the game. I need another reed. Should I take that on Reedstone Food or 3 reed? Or basically, should I take that on Reedstone Food, or should I take it? Or should I take it by playing an occupation? Playing an occupation, and oh, by the way, I have to extend my stone house. What's a stone house again? Is it E? Yeah, it's E. And now he plays Wolf on my occupation. JP is doing so. Now he plays Wolf. That's the card I was debating on taking early, but I'm glad I ended up with my hand. I'm gonna have to plow a field this round, I think, because I really want 3 fields in this game. I want to plow a field, and I want to take reed or play an occupation, and I wanna fence in order to get 4 cattle that I can eat 2 of, and then 2 of them, the other ones, can go to breeding. Remove the grain. So someone is taking Plow and Sow. I guess it's last with his magician and a lot of grain setup. That's good for him. I mean, my food situation is not the best at the moment, but I do have clay oven I can bake. I have stuff. I think I'm gonna have to plow here. Why is this coming up? I want to take plow and just end my turn, so then I can speed up the game, and then I can just add my field later on my next turn, basically, and then send my not go to the game log, but send my farm. I think that speeds up the game quite a lot, and I wouldn't mind people doing that more often. Obviously, sometimes it's actually nice to see what people are actually doing on their turn. I have to check the fences options here. Who can fence? JP can fence, and Last can fence. So I'm not guaranteed that I'm going to be able to fence this or next round, but I want to grab a reed first, so it doesn't matter. But how am I going to grab a reed? Am I going to grab a reed by playing Cloister Dweller and grab a reed, and then so that's 2 actions and get fenced up? I guess I'm gonna do that. He's taking clay. Oh, it's so nice to not be able to take clay. Have I taken clay 1 time this game? I have 6 clay. I took 6 clay once. That was 4. No, 2 times I've taken clay, I guess. Okay, I'm doing this. I'm playing an occupation. I'm eating my sheep. -1. +1 food. I'm playing Cloister Dweller just because it's more points, and plus grain and reed. Plus grain, reed. So now I can fence this round or the next round, and I'm hoping that nobody's gonna fence now. Last definitely could, and JP goes fences straight away. So then I might actually have to take starting player. I might have to take starting player in order to get my fences up next round. No, of course I don't have to take starting player. Oof, I might, because JP still has an action left, and he can take starting player. Last can take starting player. He plays Fireplace though with his action. JP, are you gonna take starting player next round, sir? That's the question. If I take starting player turnip field, that's not a horrible action, is it? Starting player turnip field, and then fence. Doesn't really matter to me if I fence actually next round or the round after. Doesn't. I mean, it's obviously better to fence round 13 and get a breeding in, but it's not super crucial to me. was quite obvious that I want defense when I took the extra reed for my cattle dealer. I have to pay a reed in order to get the two cattle. Okay, let's see what happens here. Because if I can plow a field next round and then take starting player turnip field, then I can do a very good sow action, and then I can fence in round 14. And who's taking reed? Lass is taking 3 reed, probably in order to renovate and buy Maker's Workshop. Do I have anything good to do here except from starting player? I can't feel. My options are basically taking another occupation, which I don't even. I can't really afford it even. 5 food looks decent. Okay, I'm just gonna take 5 food. Probably not the best move, but I'm gonna do it, and then hope to God that JP doesn't take starting player. But it seems to me that he will, because he's gonna do his field watchman thing, take grain and field. Yeah, lol. He has Mountain Plowman. I haven't seen that combo actually. So whenever he takes grain, he also gets a sheep. So New Rush is basically the starting player, and he is going to do his first action. He's gonna go starting player. Okay. So I can actually get plow and sow, but I don't want plow and sow. I want fences, because then I can plow with another action. So -2 reeds. Do my fences here. Gonna do this cloister builder style fencing. Be able to get 2 cattle and 4 cattle in the process, which is quite nice. Cattle is A. I'm gonna do 4 cattle. I'm gonna pay for all. That's 13 fences, and I'm gonna pick up a wood in round 14, and that could turn into a 1-player canoe in round 13. In this round, I really want plow, because then I can get plow next round as well. I already sent my farm like 2 times. Yeah. Plow was taken, so I'm not gonna get 3 fields. I probably should have taken field there. Yeah, it don't matter. I'm happy. I have other good actions to do as well. For example, 2 sheep, which will turn into 4 sheep, because I fixed my feeding with the 5 food action last round. It's well really gonna go unbuilt this game. Lol. I have a wood, so I'm gonna grab 4 stone with my next move. If nobody does it, and I'm gonna basically make people build the well, or I'm gonna do it myself. He's saying, JP is saying Cloister Dweller and Cattle Dealer is a nice combo, and I'm saying it's really nice because it just works on each other. I'm disappointed. I'm not going to be able to plow 3 fields, but I'm not too worried about it. It's okay. It's 1 less point for Cloister Dweller, but it's I have gotten a lot of good stuff in no matter what, and if I can get this play in, basically take 4 wood here and build the stone the well for points now, it's gonna be super good. And then I'm gonna play an occupation with my second action, and that's gonna be Master Builder. And in round 14, I'm gonna play Chief's Daughter. With Master Builder, I have an option of taking vegetable, or I have an option of taking a wild boar. Basically, can I get 2 wild boar next round? Kind of looks like it, so probably bounty. Bounty is 2 wood. Whenever you play a card with a bonus point, you may pay 1 food for a vegetable. So that could be for just a point. I'm gonna take well. I mean, I normally don't get to do this. I normally don't get to build 6 stone rooms and have the well. That's like amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4 food, and I'm gonna place a food on this round as well. Just 4 food. I have 1 more action, and it's pretty obvious that I'm gonna play occupation. I'm gonna play master builder, and I'm gonna take a vegetable with that action, and hope for plow. And so, if not, I'm just gonna plow next round, first action. I'm really hoping I'm gonna get plow and sow, but doesn't look like it. I mean, New Rush sure has a very good plow and sow action coming for him. I guess it's not super good for him. It's like 1, 2, it's 4 points for him. It's good. It's better than family growth, so he's gonna take that. And then I'm gonna get plow, and then I'm gonna play minor improvement turnip field and actually sow. But right now I'm gonna do master builder. And I'm gonna do stone room like this. And first action this round is gonna be plow a field, I guess. Plow a field. Eat 10. I'm gonna take vegetable and grain, and I'm gonna breed. Oh yeah, 2 wild boars don't really matter. 2 wild boars don't really matter to me. Oh yeah, sure, I can hold them. Well, I can hold them on the color and change. So he says, what should I do? Should I take 2 cattle, or should I do something else? He says, he's taking Reno fences. I guess that's good. A sow action would not gain him much. It would gain him a lot of food and a point for a vegetable. Guess that's not good enough. So what do I want to do in this round? In this round, I want to play Chief's Daughter. I want to play Turnip Field. If I can, I want to grab 2 wild boars. So that's 3 actions, and then I have 1 more action, which would be taking 2 cattle for food, which is gonna be taken, or taking travel players for 5 food, I guess. Or maybe even. No, I'm not gonna sow and bake. I'm not gonna sow and bake. Putting on sow and bake, JP just took it, so it's not a problem. Yeah, he's taking to feed himself with the stone oven, and he's then gonna still max his grain, and it's gonna get another vegetable point. Is there anything I need to do before the other thing? Let's see. Last is. Oh, I have to remember. I have a food here. That might come in handy. I have a food and a wood. And 2 wild boars are available for me, so I guess I'm gonna take that, since both the minor and major improvement and the starting player action is available. I have to get one of them to get my sow action in, and then also Chief's Daughter, and then try and get as much food from the table as possible. 5 food on traveling players or day labor. Okay, so JP is saying, oh yeah, because he took Reno, then he changed his mind. So that means basically that Last could take a stone. JP takes another field watchman action to gain another sheep and a field, which also, he does not put him on constable. I was worried that constable was in play. seemed like it. Occupation cannot be blocked out of occupation. Chief starter is 3 points. Turn and field is more points. Ja. Men Camilla, kan du bare gi meg det her? Jeg kom hjem her om dagen, og da var det ikke noe mat, og da ok. Og nå blir det bare at vi får litt senere, det synes jeg du kan klare. Du vet at jeg har prøvd å gjøre det her flere ganger, og jeg har blitt blokket av støvsuger og det er liksom. Nå tenkte jeg at det var greit, og så ja. Yeah, minor improvement is taken by New Crush. He's playing Dolly's mother. I guess I have to play it turn and field now. It's not a big deal. But now, New Crush is taking. Yeah, he's taking on family growth. Okay. Well, what's happening? Okay, he took it on major minor. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe the other player took it on. Yeah, I'm gonna play turn and field. Turn and field, announce, and sow to vegetable at least. Or am I? Or am I? No, I'm not. I'm gonna sow these instead. So that's 8. That's ending turn, yeah. So I'm sowing on. I'm sowing vegetable, and I'm sowing 2 grain, and with my hopefully last action, which is not going to be blocked, hopefully, and doesn't look like it because last is the only one having occupation, possible to play occupation left. He can not play occupation. No, sorry, JP cannot play occupation because he has played 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 occupations. So I cannot be blocked with my last chief's daughter. So now it's just to take as much food as possible, which is traveling players 5 food. And I'm ending my turn with that, and I guess I can just put my markers for points up on the board. 1 point for that, 1 point for Chris Miller is going to be 4 points, and then Jacob Sticks. So yeah, JP plays Jacob Sticks. He's gonna double breed the last harvest, go from 6 to 9 sheep, and from 3 to 4 wild boar. So yeah, with no supports, Jacob Sticks is not truly amazing, but I believe with Jacob Sticks and only AIK, WM, and France cards, I believe you can run wild with that card, I think, in the right setup. And Braggart gets played, that's nice. 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, he has not too many points for Braggart. It's a shame for him. And I played Chief's daughter with 3 points here. Plus grain and vegetable. And grain, veggie. I'm gonna eat raw grain, the food, and I'm eating. And I guess I'm eating a wild 2 cattle. Guessing, yeah. I'm eating a lot, and I'm breeding everything. And plus 1. Collar and Chain. I really like that card. Okay, I'm gonna do my score now. Score Dawn Buff 32. I have 52 plus Cloister Dweller, which is 56, plus 1 for that, that's 57, and 3 from Chief's daughter, that's 60. Yeah, 60 points. I can't be disappointed with that, even though I didn't get my 3rd field. I guess I have to live with that. 45 for Las. 45 for Las. 53 for JP. And they don't mark their farms. I really like it when people mark their farms. New Crush did. He is on 50. And myself, I'm on 60. I won the game. And I'm reporting scores. GG all. Reported. Yeah, I guess that's all. And thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.